Hi, this is Fielding Buck with a theme park update. And now that we finally have the cool down, we can start thinking about driving to Valencia.
Yes, because it feels like when you're at Magic Mountain in Valencia, it feels like you're on the surface of the sun.
Yeah.
And especially when you're on those roller coasters, it gets high.
Yeah.
And the sun's
Yes,
beating down on you.
Exactly. But, you know, when you think of Halloween, you think of Knott's and you think of Universal. But Magic Mountain actually has quite a lot going on during Halloween, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they've been doing it for quite some time. Back in the day, I would say at least 10 years ago, I had a pass. And they let you, you get extra stuff for going on Halloween. So I went to a few of their Fright Fests. I guess the biggest thing they're known for is, you can see on the screen, you can actually ride Colossus backwards. It's very scary because you're going, you can't see the drops. You're just dropping. So kind of freaks you out just a little bit.
I wouldn't be doing that.
No, I'm
They've
not
got a lot of mazes too, but
yeah, they have a lot of mazes.
There's a catch though.
Yes, there is a catch. You pay to get into Magic Mountain, and then you'd have to pay for what they call maze passes.
Okay, so it's like $45 on top. Yeah.
So
and then the maze pass.
The maze pass, depending on if you buy it online or if you're an annual pass holder or anything, it's between $10 to $13. If you feel like dropping a little more money, you can get the express maze pass, which gets you to the front of the line for $25 to $30. They do have a lot of cool mazes though. I think the one we should talk about first is called Willoughby's Resurrected.
Yeah, they seem to have, have you noticed how these Halloween places have these like backstories that you never understand, but they sound scary anyway?
Well, yeah, this has actually been a long time thing going on at Magic Mountain. Is Willoughby's is this crazy family and it's haunted, and it's they've had it at a few places, but where it's at now is if you go back you can talk about this because you were there. It's called the Magic Pagoda.
Yes, I actually was in the Magic Pagoda once, long time ago.
It's at the base of the tower.
Yeah.
Up near Ninja, and it's a very scary place in its own. But this year they've spent a lot of money and they've completely redone it. Top-notch special effects. I've read and heard from people that have been to the Willoughby's Resurrected this year, and they said there's visual effects, there's computer-generated effects, there's lots of different scares. So this one is apparently a must-have. So you should go to this one first because the lines do get kind of long for these mazes. You don't want to be in a line for an hour. So if you're going to go, it starts at night, go to Willoughby's Resurrected first. They do have a few other cool ones.
Yeah, I'm really curious about Chupacabra myself.
Yes, they have a Chupacabra one, which is all based around the legend of the goat sucker. That's what Chupacabra means. It's a mythical creature that attacks things. It depends on where you live. There might be some there. So that one's pretty cool. There's also one called Black Widow, which is a spider-themed maze, which brings horrible flashbacks to me of Curse of the Spiderwoods, if anyone remembers that, and Not Scary Farm from 2001, I think it was, which was hands down the worst maze in maze history.
Okay, so you don't remember it because it was scary. You remember
No,
it was because it was.
It wasn't really a maze. It was a show experience. You walk into this room and they start a story and they scare you and then you leave. It was horrible. So anything to do with spiders, I'm sort of leery with. But they do have another cool one in theory. It's called Blackout, and it's in the old log ride queue. And what it is, it's pitch black, and they send out small groups. I think it's 8 people, and you'll hold onto a rope, and you're given one small flashlight to find your way through the maze.
Wow.
And from what Brady McDonald of the LA Times said, that there wasn't that many scares in there. It was more, you're scared of the dark and what could be.
Okay.
They do have lots of shows. They have scare zones. There's a scare zone in Gotham City with the superhero-themed bad guys that they said is really cool too. But there's lots of areas there. And like I said, and you can ride Colossus backwards, and a lot of their other roller coasters, they turn out the lights so you're riding like Batman in pitch dark, so you can't see where you're going. So that's, they like to scare you that way.
So,
Lots to see and do.
Yeah. got time to drive Valencia, might be worth your while.
You probably don't want to drive back at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Though.
And then Tim, you've been to Disneyland recently, so
Yes.
we're kind of in that shoulder season in a way where there's not big things happening, but little things happening.
Yeah, there's little things happening. You actually went to something cool, which is on the screen now. They've done some updates.
Yeah, they've upgraded the technology of the Beasts library in the animation building of California Adventure, and they have just the whole effects are better. And they take much better pictures of you, which is nice.
Oh, those pictures were horrible.
Yeah, and they've added characters. They've added classic Disney characters like Mickey, and they've added Cars Land. So if you answer the corrections right, you could find out that you're really Lightning McQueen.
Have you ever lied on purpose to get the bad guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, they haven't changed the questions, I don't think, which is
Oh,
too bad,
and it's still like the same 6 questions.
same 6 questions, Yeah. Would you rather eat with nice people or, that
Or
way,
eat them, yes.
Yeah. Same questions, and you still get Lumiere with his flames, but anyway.
Well, I was there earlier last week, and I got to try out a few delicacies, I guess you would call them. Mm-hmm. They have pumpkin beignets at the Mint Julep bar. They're not on the menu. You have to ask for them. And they do take, for me, it seemed the 2 times I got them, they did take a little longer to make, maybe because they're not on the menu. But they're the same exact price. I think it's $3.99 for 3 and the $6.99 for 6. But they're good. Just a hint of pumpkin. Probably not as good as, pumpkin marshmallows, but what can you do?
Don't expect to own the place. It's pretty crowded.
It's very crowded right now. But really cool, another Halloween thing they have that I don't think we've talked about, they actually have a snow globe that's a Madame Leona from the Haunted Mansion, and it lights up. And so it's her head in the globe. And it's really cool. I found it next to the shop that's next to the corn dog cart in Main Street. So go check them out. It's about $24.95, but they're really cool.
I would look into that.
A nice Halloween thing.
Okay, all right. So next week, I think we enter the final push of Halloween, so there'll be more mazes and things to talk about. And in between, please go to blogpe.com/theme-parks for the latest. And thanks for watching.